Cathy Skoglund. She's the manager of operations and business development at Arizona State University. ASU is one of the biggest universities in the U.S. What is the role of ASU's implant? What do you do with the implant?
Well, the Arizona State University Print and Imaging Lab is ASU's implant print facility. We sell printing to Arizona State University to fund our laboratory. It is also an educational laboratory, so most of the employees that work there are students seeking a degree in graphic information technology. So it's a pretty rare and neat scenario at the print lab.
What are some of the things you're doing using MindFire's technology?
Yeah, well, actually, the first time we used MindFire, it was more of an educational outlook. I realized that the community who is ordering print for ASU really wasn't knowledgeable about the printing industry. So we started putting together campaigns, and we would send out an email blast and a postcard defining one term. So, like, the term would be C1S. You know, what is C1S paper? That way, the ASU community could get a little bit better at defining their specifications when they needed something printed. Most recently, in fact, just the last couple weeks, we finished our first real MindFire campaign for the College of Technology and Innovation, which the print lab resides in. And it was very interesting. We had a landing page. We did, the basic scenario where we did an email blast, and then a couple weeks later we did a direct mail piece, and then we followed up with another email blast. And it was basically to get juniors and seniors in high school to learn about College of Technology and Innovation and the degrees within it. And it just finished, so I really haven't looked at the return on investment yet, but I heard it went really well. So.
A number of colleges are starting to do that, and some of them are using MindFire to implement those kind of programs. What's the process internally in
your
school to get buy-in from further up the food chain to go and take the leap and do some of this?
Well, it was twofold because, the print lab, there's only 4 full-time employees there, and the rest are students. And my pre-media operator our pre-media specialist had never even used MindFire yet. So he had to actually learn the application first. And Ray Verdugo is actually our student too. So he's a full-time student, full-time employee, had to learn MindFire. And then my expertise is in selling. And so I actually sold a campaign to my college. And it was interesting because the way I sold it was by using case studies and examples from your customers that you have in Fast Launch. So
now, how has MindFire's solution helped you increase the response rate of your campaigns? You have multi-touch campaigns you're enabling now.
We do.
What is MindFire doing there to help you out, and how do they support you as well?
Oh, their support is probably the best thing we love about MindFire. Anytime we have a question, their response back is extremely quick. I love the fact that they are incorporating text messaging, which I'm sure that's going to be huge for me if our, audience is going to be juniors and seniors in high school. So I'm really looking forward to touching into that on the next part of this campaign. I also like the fact that you can do variable QR codes, which we did the PODI printing for the mailing for this event. We actually didn't put it together because we were still learning the MindFire, but we were able to process it and print it on our Indigo press. And so I like the fact that they're keeping up with today's trends in industry and incorporating it into their software.
Now, how do you see being able to use some of MindFire's technology moving forward? Obviously, can be an ongoing thing where you're trying to recruit new students and making them aware of both ASU and the technology side of the school. But what are some of the other things you see being able to use it for at ASU?
Well, this was one that we needed to get under our belt so that we could learn the system and understand it. Now we want to continue this particular campaign, but we also would like to slowly get into ASU, including ICA, intercollegiate athletics, and especially for the foundation for fundraising. I could really see MindFire working for that.
Oh yeah, that would be great. What are some of your ideas for being able to do that?
Well, first I would actually go into Fast Launch and look to see what other customers have done and get some of the ideas from there. I imagine ASU's foundation has many different customers that support them every year, and by using MindFire we could communicate one-to-one with them on their level. And even find out more information. I'm sure there's a lot of people that ASU forgot to talk to, so it'll bring those people back in to the conversation.
Yeah, it would seem like a really good way to reach out to alums and be able to engage them in a much more personal and different way than you've been able to before. Because, especially if they come from the technology school, they're going to be technically oriented, they're going to be checking their email, they're going to respond better to some of those kind of multiple touch points than someone else might.
Absolutely, and once you graduate, you tend to move many different places until you settle down. So the fact that you can constantly update your contact information within MindFire's system is just a plus.
What else, what's probably the best feature, the most effective thing about MindFire in working with them?
Probably being able to update your contact information right there. I love how it pre-populates it so you don't have to type in everything all over again. And also the back end, where you can actually see the responses and see, you know, what percentage of the audience answered this question, or how many people responded to this, or how many people got tired of answering questions and left, you know? So, I mean, that's the greatest thing about this system, is you can keep changing it and getting better and better at it.